Move on to Kibwezi constituency, where Kendagor Obadiah is on standby. Kendagor, just under 12 hours, the people of Kibwezi to queue very early in the morning to cast their vote. 3 contestants. What's the news from Kibwezi tonight?
Well, many thanks indeed, Michael Njenga. To be very precise, 8 hours to go before the residents of Kibwezi West go to the polls as polling centers open up their gates tomorrow at 6 in the morning. Everything is ready, and they have confirmed that about 147 polling centers have received their ballot boxes, ballot papers, and all the officers, the presiding officers are on the ground now waiting for the dawn before they receive voters. They've been called upon to turn up in large numbers to come and cast their vote to make that grand decision, which is going to be made tomorrow, Michael Njenga. Tomorrow we expect a lot of activity here. Right here, this is the Tallying Center, which is the nerve center for IEBC for the Kibwezi West by-election. This is where the IEBC has been conducting all the operations. It is their logistical center. And just a few officers remaining here trying to keep vigil at the place and waiting for anything that would come up that would need their response. That is why they are on standby here. Of course, security officers quite around. But first of all, let's try to understand exactly what Kibwezi West constituency is all about. Who are the contenders for this particular seat? What are the concerns of the residents? Here's just a brief report that is going to give us an overview of what it is here in Kibwezi West constituency. Take a look. When the people of Kibwezi West constituency go to the polls tomorrow to elect their member of parliament, they will be choosing one out of 3 candidates. Dr. Patrick Musimba, the immediate former member of parliament for Kibwezi West, whose election was nullified by the High Court. Musimba is an independent candidate. Kalembe Ndile of Tip, who is also a former member of parliament for the former Kibwezi constituency. He was trounced by Philip Kaloki in the 2007 general elections. A fresh entity in the political arena, Juliana Kisimbi, will be seeking to make a maiden attempt to join the legislature. She is sponsored by PIC. Kibwezi West constituency is one of the 6 constituencies that form Makueni County. The other constituencies in Makueni County are Kibwezi East, Makueni, Mbooni, Kilome, and Kaiti. There are 54,811 registered voters in Kibwezi West constituency, spread across 149 polling stations. The voters will be voting in 164 streams. It lies in the semi-arid zones of eastern Kenya, where drought is the major cause of poverty. For this reason, the region has very low production of food, prompting locals to depend mainly on relief food. The problem of accessing clean water is almost a hallmark in Kibwezi. Long queues in water points are the order of the day. The major towns in the constituency are Makindu, Emali, and Kibwezi, all lying along the busy Nairobi-Mombasa highway. Well, Mike, that is just a brief overview of what it is here in Kibwezi West constituency. Quite a number of polling centers and about 164 streams for polling tomorrow. Quite a beehive of activity we expect here tomorrow. But then we also hope to get in touch with the candidates who will be casting their votes tomorrow. Kalembe Ndile will be casting his vote at Emali. That's where we know that he will be casting his vote at Emali Primary School. One candidate, though, will not be voting. She is not a registered voter here in Kibwezi West. Her name is Juliana Kisimbi. She will not be casting her vote because she is not a registered voter here. And so those are what we will be expecting tomorrow, Michael Njenga. So we ask our viewers to keep in touch, keep it Citizen TV, because we will be giving you very detailed coverage of this by-election until we finally know who has carried the day in this particular by-election. Back to you, Michael Njenga and Kirigo at the Communication Center.
Well, thank you very much, Kendagor. Of course, we will be waking up with you in the morning at 6 in the morning just to get to know how the situation is as the people of Kibwezi cast their votes. Remember, Citizen TV will be bringing you detailed coverage everywhere, Matungulu, Kibwezi, and Siaya, to make sure that you get the detailed coverage as the people of these 3 places cast their votes. Kirigo.
And now let's have a look at other news making headlines from across the country.